Hi, Mr. Perna. What did you do to get the motivation back when everything bad is going on in your life?
So maybe to give you a little more context in the answer of this question. So when I was 34 years old, which is going back a few years, all of the bad things were going on in the same year. I've had to file bankruptcy due to a failed business venture that I had started 5 years earlier. My bad. I made bad decisions and was forced to file bankruptcy. And if any of you have ever had that kind of failure in your life, and I hope you haven't at this point, but some of you may, it's a very natural part of life. Failure is a natural part of life. It was a low point in my life. And that same year was the year I went through a divorce and was actually forced in that same year when I was 34 to take a job. Because of the bankruptcy, I took a job where I wasn't making nearly enough money each month. And that same year, I weighed over 400 pounds. And so, motivation was gone. I was at a low point in my life. I remember looking out a window in my house. It was a very modest home. And I remember looking out the window and thinking to myself, man, Mark, if things are going to change, you're going to have to change. And if things are going to get better, you're going to have to get better. In 13 months, I lost 175 pounds and have kept it off. I'm very proud of that fact. In that same time period, I started this company. And in 24 years, I've gone from the worst points of my life to the point now where I'm an international thought leader. About 8 years ago, I came to a pretty powerful point in my life, motivationally. I was doing pretty well. Life was pretty good. I had an important realization. And the realization was that, you know what? Life's hard. It is. It's just hard. When you least expect it, life's going to give you a gut punch. It's going to happen. No matter how good things are going, no matter how bad things are going, there will be the gut punch. And sometimes you take a number of those. And I've had plenty of those in my life. But what I realized was, no matter what happens I'll speak for myself. Whatever happens in my life, I recognized that those were the golden moments in my life, the gut punch. Because it was at the gut punch that I recognized that those were the moments where I was focusing, planning, and taking action. And when I realized that when I focused and I planned and I took action in my life always seemed to work out. I was always seemingly able to find a way because I took the time to focus, to plan, and to take some action. My life philosophy was this: I need to become comfortable being uncomfortable. Because if all the great moments in my life happen as a result of the challenging moments in my life, then I needed to live a challenging life. When I live a challenging life, I focus, I plan, and I take action. And I do that almost daily now. So I came up with this conclusion that I need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And so I live my life today remarkably uncomfortable. So my philosophy on life has two stages to it. Number one, I just shared, be comfortable being uncomfortable. The second phase is, how do I stay uncomfortable? Here's my philosophy. Say yes, and then figure out how to do it. Most people in life will try to figure out all the reasons to do something before they decide to do it. I think completely the opposite. I like to, if it seems worthwhile, I like to commit to doing something and then figure out how to do it. So to me, motivation starts in the fact and the understanding that when things get hard, those are actually the golden moments in life, or certainly can be the golden moments in life. Because when you focus, when you plan, and when you take action, those are the things that send your life in the right direction.